Welcome on the cosmic atom. There are those in the world who follow a different route. Souls possess an unfathomable radiance, power, and resilience. They were not born to blend in, but to stand out. They are characterized not by societal norms, but by a spiritual calling to awaken others, safeguard the innocent, and uplift mankind. These are the chosen ones, marked by divine energy and selected by the cosmos, God, or destiny, to complete an extraordinary assignment. They are often misunderstood, criticized, envied, and even deceived. Nonetheless, they consistently climb. They're not just fortunate, they are safeguarded by something larger than themselves. If you have ever been mistreated, deceived, or undervalued, regardless of your good intentions, you could be one of them. And those who defy the chosen one face the consequences. Today, we'll look at 9 harsh consequences for someone who tries to meddle with the chosen one. This film combines a warning, revelation, and instruction into a single call to action and spiritual connection. Before we begin, if you received this message at the perfect time, it was because you needed it. Whether you've selected one yourself or know someone who connects with this energy, put 1111 in the comments box to bring heavenly blessings into your life. That number is not coincidental. It symbolizes alignment, awareness, and purpose. In case you haven't already, make sure to follow this channel for more uplifting, spiritual, and life-changing stuff like this. Now let us begin. One will suffer unexpected setbacks. Messing with the chosen one is more than simply a reckless action. It represents a direct challenge to the natural flow of heavenly energy. A chosen one travels a path that is directed, guarded, and supported by powers beyond our understanding. These people aren't ordinary. They have a frequency that is aligned with truth, healing, and greater purpose. So when someone tries to harm or mislead them, whether emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, or physically, they're disrupting a holy equilibrium. Of course, the world has a way of correcting itself, and this correction is often shown in the shape of unexpected disasters. Deals that seem to be set in stone fell through. When love relationships become sour or poisonous, financial stability starts to deteriorate. Physical and emotional health might worsen for apparently unexplained causes. It's not vengeance. The law of cause and effect states that the energy one puts out, particularly to someone spiritually linked, always returns. The chosen ones are like mirrors. Harming them just exacerbates the damage. The universe does not ignore these sins. It answers quickly and justly. Those who unintentionally disrupt a chosen one's path invite catastrophe, because heavenly protection does not slumber, and their secrets will be revealed. You can lie to a large number of people and get away with it for a long time. However, when someone attempts to mislead or manipulate the chosen one, the truth always comes to light. Why? Because selected ones are united with divine truth. Their very existence starts to deconstruct deception. They do not need to expose someone directly. The universe does it for them. Those who strive to defame, lie, or backstab a chosen one often find their mask slipping off as a result of their actions in the shadows. Whether it's betrayal, adultery, corruption, or manipulation, it becomes obvious to others, sometimes in unexpected and spectacular ways. Secrets leak, falsehoods unravel, and individuals realize who they actually are. The selected one does not need to say anything. Their energy vibrates at a frequency that is not compatible with deceit. That energy causes a global revelation, exposing what was previously buried beneath smiles and lovely words. This is not simply a coincidence. It's spiritual law in action. The deeper the treachery, the more clearly the truth resonates. And once the cosmos has begun to reveal secrets, there is no stopping it. The lesson is straightforward. You cannot feign or play games with heavenly energy. Falsehoods are eventually exposed. 3. Their energies will be depleted. Chosen ones emit a spiritual vibration that naturally draws others. Many people are attracted to them because they exude tranquility, power, and genuineness. However, while some come for healing, others come to take advantage. They regard the chosen one's energy as something to exploit, seeking to suck it for their own benefit. However, these folks are unaware that a selected one's energy is shielded. It cannot be stolen without consequences. When someone attempts to manipulate or hurt a chosen one with the intention of draining their light, they are suddenly exhausted. Instead, their own vigor starts to diminish. They may feel mental fog, chronic weariness, emotional imbalance, or a continuous weight in their lives. It's as if their inner battery was exhausted just by being too near to something too pure for them. The cause is energy alignment. Divine energy cannot be influenced or absorbed by someone of a lower frequency. When such individuals try to interfere with the divine energy, they cause a spiritual imbalance that affects their own field. It's like attempting to connect a faulty cable to a holy current. It short-circuits everything. That is why meddling with a selected one never yields positive results energetically. They will draw terrible karma. Karma is more than just a notion. It is an energy rule that regulates the whole cosmos. Every action has a frequency, which is increased when it returns to its source. When someone disrupts a selected one's life goal or tranquility, they aren't just bringing damage. They're starting a karmic wave that will get bigger with time. These waves may appear in a variety of ways, including failed business projects, shattered relationships, legal issues, unexpected setbacks, or emotional pain. The rationale is straightforward. Chosen ones are on divine missions, often fulfilling a greater purpose that extends beyond personal gain. When someone attempts to disrupt that goal by lies, treachery, manipulation, or assault, they're not just protecting the individual. They're also breaking universal law. The consequences may not occur immediately, but they always do. And when they do, it is never subtle. Karmic debt is often paid in the hardest-hit communities: health, wealth, reputation, and peace of mind. The cosmos does not forget or ignore these sins, particularly when they're aimed toward people who follow a path of light. This is why tampering with a chosen one may have a spiritual repercussions that change the offender's whole existence. It is not punishment, it's cosmic justice, administered without prejudice or delay. 5. They will be consumed by remorse and sorrow. Even if someone seems to triumph after damaging a chosen one, their success will be brief and fleeting. Their spirit understands what it has done. Guilt, like a shadow, starts to follow them, first silently, then louder with each passing second. The intellect may attempt to rationalize the deed, but the heart will suffer, no matter how many diversions they pursue. Money, relationships, and attention. The loneliness stays. The chosen one is inherently representative of truth and spiritual justice, and disrespecting that presence frequently results in a spiritual scar. This scar causes inner disquiet. The offender may find themselves unable to appreciate the same items they formerly wanted. Achievements seem empty, love feels inadequate, and calm seems unattainable. This is the weight of spiritual shame. It does not yell, it whispers, again reminding the soul of its violation of something holy. And as a person gets more spiritually connected throughout time, the burden of guilt deepens. Regret eventually becomes a quiet companion, stealing their pleasure, disrupting their sleep, and sowing seeds of self-doubt. Because injuring a chosen one is a betrayal not just of the individual, but also of light, truth, and the divine path. That kind of wound leaves a lifelong imprint. 6, they will miss their benefits. The greatest irony of interfering with the chosen one is that the offender often destroys the same blessing that was intended to assist them. Many individuals fail to recognize that the chosen one who entered their lives was more than simply another individual. They represented a heavenly chance. Perhaps someone provided unconditional love, wisdom, support, or healing at a tough period. These are uncommon relationships, and if they are harmed by treachery, neglect, or abuse, the spiritual door they open softly shuts. The result is stagnation, perplexity, and a subtle but constant sensation that something is missing. The offender may meet new people and pursue new interests, but nothing can compare to what they have lost. That bond was not only emotional, it was full of energy. It conveyed heavenly favor, protection, and wealth. And by pushing that presence away, they inadvertently prevented the gifts that were supposed to flow via that link. The flood of divine chances causes synchronicities to dry up. Life starts seeming like an uphill fight. The spiritual force that previously buoyed them is gone. And until they own their error and seek forgiveness, they will stay outside the flow of divine grace, longing for something they can't exactly describe, yet previously enjoyed. 7, their life will become spiritually obstructed. When someone interferes with a chosen one's path, they do more than simply do harm. They incur spiritual debts. This debt affects more than just their intellect and emotions. It penetrates throughout their whole existence. Suddenly, they feel trapped. Regardless of how hard they strive, nothing appears to progress. Relationships falter. Career opportunities seem to be limited. Spiritual pursuits produce no fruit. Even their prayers may seem as if they are hitting a ceiling. This is because the cosmos has implemented a type of spiritual quarantine. Those who resist a chosen one are punished out of heavenly protection, not wrath. It's as if the universe creates invisible walls, preventing that individual from moving on until they face the consequences of their actions. Every stride they take resembles walking in mud. Every door they knock on stays closed. The light they once basked in now seems distant and chilly until they own their mistakes. Seek forgiveness and reconcile with the holy energy that they interrupted. Their lives will continue to revolve in circles. It's not a coincidence. It's a consequence. The cosmos never forgets when someone obstructs a soul destined for a task. Until people are created, spiritual growth is blocked, and the soul wanders aimlessly in its own self-created fog. 8, they will lose their influence when individuals attempt to control, mute, or dull their chosen ones. They often wind up destroying themselves. The absurdity of trying to stifle someone who is intended to shine is obvious. They lose their authority and influence. Followers diminish, support wanes, credibility erodes, and respect evaporates. Energy is cyclical and negative. Attempts to block a specific one are like to attempting to hide the sun with your palm. Impossible and pointless. The brighter the chosen one shines, the clearer it appears who is actually strong. Those who attempt to minimize them always fade into the background, forgotten and insignificant. It is a natural rule. Light cannot be trapped or controlled, and those who attempt will lose the war. 9. They'll be forced to learn a lesson. Every destructive deed has a consequence, and the cosmos never forgets these lessons. Those who tamper with chosen ones are eventually compelled to face their own consequences. This lesson may take many months or years, but it always comes. Life humbles them, removing their ego and false feeling of control. When the dust has settled, people often look back and recognize the reality. They came into conflict with someone who was meant to encourage, heal, or help them develop. The agony they created is now converted into knowledge. Despite its difficulty, this step is vital for their awakening. It serves as a reminder that the cosmos maintains balance, ensuring that no damage is done to a chosen one that goes unrecognized or ignored. This is the Cosmic Atom Channel. If you've been selected, there's no need for vengeance. You do not need to fight back. Simply walk in your truth. Stay aligned and let the universe take care of the rest. Divine protection surrounds you, and if someone hurts, betrays, or underestimates you, they will eventually realize who they are dealing with. Comment 1111 below. If you believe this message was intended for you, you have been seen. You were picked, and you're not alone. Thank you for watching. Dear viewers, your support through Super Chat and membership is the only source of income that keeps this channel running. If you want me to continue uploading valuable content without delays and to stay motivated in providing you with the best wisdom, I need your help. Every contribution, big or small, makes a huge difference. Feel free to donate and support Pure Wisdom so we can keep growing together. Your generosity keeps this journey alive.
If you're enjoying the content on Pure Wisdom and find value in the messages we share, I encourage you to subscribe. Based on the latest analytics, 93.9% of viewers are watching without subscribing. By subscribing, you not only stay updated with new content, but also support the channel's growth, allowing us to continue spreading wisdom for the chosen ones. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important message. Let's build this community together.